Hey, Rick McBride with your Property Masters in 5 minutes of free time. McBride Realty Group. So, today we're going to talk about inventories at record lows. Every now and then I check the inventory levels in my city of DeBary to gauge the market. I know the market pretty well, so I can, with a quick snapshot, I can take a look and see how many homes are listed for sale, and that'll give us at least a slight indication of where the market is and what it's doing. It's actually been a little while since I did that, so I wanted to take a look today and see how many were for sale, and boy was I surprised. There are currently only 75 homes for sale in the entire city of DeBary. 75 homes in a city of 8,000 or so homes, somewhere between 7,600 and 8,000 they keep building, but that many households. That's less than 1% of the homes in the city on the market. Typically a market will have 7 to 10% of their homes for sale at any given time, so obviously we have a severe shortage of property for sale in the city of DeBary, and that extends, I believe, to the state of Florida and really to the whole country. So we have to ask ourselves, why? These are historic times. Some say inventories are at all-time lows. I don't know about that, but they're certainly as low as I've ever seen them. When I started in this town, which was about 13 years ago, there were hundreds of homes for sale everywhere. They sat on the market for a long time, and selling them was really an art. Now we're at the entire other extreme. What does this mean? Obviously, if you're in the market to purchase a home, it's very difficult to find one, or find one you like, or basically at all. When you see something you like, other buyers in your market see it too, and this often results in multiple offer situations. You can always tell this is going to happen when on the first day of the listing you go over to look at it and 2 or 3 cars are riding by, 2 or 3 agents are showing the house. You know you're in trouble at that point, and you know you're going to have to go all in if you really love the house, and maybe pay $10,000 to $20,000 more than asking price, maybe even more. Obviously, when that happens, prices are pushed up. The next house the buyer looks at is going to cost them more because the market will have pushed the price up, or they're just going to have to accept less house for the money. How far can prices go? For right now, I'm going to reserve the right to say we don't know. There is a lot of upside potential in this market still, even though people think that it's getting out of control. It's just not true. People are currently paying $2,000 in rent, can easily afford about a $2,200 mortgage once you count their tax incentives. So with rates where they are, that means they can buy a lot more house and pay less per month and be a homeowner. So for now, top end's not in sight. Ultimately, the economy will decide how high prices can go. If wages increase, prices will go right up with them. People tend to just keep spending their money as it goes up. And if interest rates continue up, there will come a point where houses become unaffordable for most, and the market will cool off. But for now, doesn't seem to be anytime soon. The fact that supply is so low means there's no end in sight until demand decreases. They're saying 1.6 million people are going to be moving to Florida in the next 2 years. So it doesn't look like demand's going anywhere anytime soon. So that should continue to push these prices up. Call or text us at 386-866-1007. You most likely will be surprised what your property is worth.